Thoroughbred Weekly, Sunday at 12 noon, only on ABC2.
Hello and welcome to the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Sam Davis of the Sun, and my co-host is Keith Mills, sports anchor here at ABC2. This weekend may mark the official start of spring, but we're going to say goodbye to old man winter, at least old man winter sports, because it's still cold outside.
Still cold outside, but that's great news to hear that spring is here.
Yes.
It is also All-Star Weekend here on Replay. We'll look back at some of the best hoop matchups the winter, but first, your Toyota highlights for this week.
Yeah, on our Toyota highlights, we begin. Glen Burnie was the only Anne Arundel County boys team to make it to the state semifinals this year, and the Gophers lost in the state semifinals. But there was plenty of talent in the county this year, and it was on display Wednesday at Broadneck in the Anne Arundel County Boys All-Star Game, which featured the Hart Foundation versus the Capital Gazette team, with proceeds from the game benefited the Dick Hart Foundation, named after the late longtime Andover boys basketball coach.
Yeah, two Dick Hart proteges there. John Brady, the Silver Fox on the right. Ken Kazmarek, now the athletic director at Broadneck. And one of Kaz's proteges, Johnny Williams, the new coach at Broadneck, coaching the South All-Stars. Darrell Adams of Meade. Mike Francis of North County coaching the Hart Foundation North team. Impressive start to this game in warm-ups. That's Tavon Randall of Annapolis. And then watch Big Jimmy Ledsam of Severna Park. He gets a 10 from the crowd on this baby. And down he goes. That wasn't
a show before the game even starts.
As for the game, the North team in the white, number 32, Jesse Brooks, the crossover to Brandon Albert. Calvis DeBose with the putback.
Yeah, Calvis DeBose played at Meade. He scored 2 of his 8 points there. Jesse Brooks went to Archbishop Spalding, the Catholic League tournament runner-up this past season.
Brandon Albert, the senior at Glen Burnie. Short hoop right here, huh? Tino Owens of Southern with the block. Still the North team
You're
led.
not supposed to play defense in all-star
That's right.
games.
They led by 4 at the half. Late first quarter, the South team. Jimmy Davidson kicks it out to number 44, Elliot DeVoe.
Elliot DeVoe from Annapolis. He's the son of Navy coach Don DeVoe, who just stepped down there. 13 points for the Capital team.
Earlier saw Jimmy Lepson of Severna Park. Here he is, slamming down the miss.
Jimmy Letson, plenty of college coaches on hand to see Letson play. He is still undecided on which college he's going to attend, though.
Great sequence here. Jesse Brooks beats his man with a wicked crossover. Letson with the block, and then at the other end, Tavon Randall will wait for his big guy, and he rams it down. 18 for the 6'8 senior. Still the North of the Hart Foundation. In white, in control. Dwayne Nelson to his high school teammate, Mitch Guest.
Yeah, a pair of Glen Burnie seniors here. Guest 8.7 assists in this game.
And a typical all-star game played coming up here. Jimmy Davidson of Broadneck. Tough shot. I mean, tough shot with a guy in his face. Other end, Mitch Guest to number 23, Calvis DeBose. And Sam, just a couple of guys from the North who played well.
Yeah, Kevin Barnes of Old Mill added 16 points for the North. Tavon Randall of Annapolis and Ledsam, they both led the South with 18 points.
Yeah, that was DeBose. Tough shot right there. But the MVP was the big guy, number 55, 6'7", Brandon Albert with the putback right here. He was a monster inside.
Yeah, led that Glen Burnie team to the state semifinals. Brandon Albert's headed to Virginia to play football. 19 points, 8 straight in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the North team of the Dick Hart Foundation win 113-98. The first win for the North in 4 years.
Okay, and this year's state basketball tournament region finals, there were 3 matchups featuring Baltimore City boys teams against Baltimore County teams. The county won 2 of those matchups as Lansdowne beat Edmondson and Woodlawn beat Lake Clifton. Douglas beat Randallstown for the city's lone win. Friday, the city was looking for revenge as they took on the Baltimore County All-Stars at Woodlawn. The city had won the last 2 All-Star matchups.
Yeah, good crowd at Woodlawn High School, Western Baltimore County. Dunbar, fresh off a state championship. Coach Eric Lee coaching the city team. Doug Goff of Lansdowne and Eddie Green Sr. His son Eddie Jr. coaches Woodlawn. That's Eddie Sr. on the left. This game typical of an all-star game. Up and down, City All-Stars in the blue. Camonte Griffin of Dunbar.
Camonte Griffin from the state 1A champion Dunbar. He led the city team with 26 points.
Other end, number 2, Jordan Brown of Woodlawn. Watch this play. Brown working on Griffin. This is what you call typical all-star basketball off the glass. Both teams trading baskets throughout. Baltimore County coming up the old give and go. Jason Good to Kerry Dugan. Back to Jason Good.
Jason Good playing here before the home crowd at Woodlawn. He's headed to Maryland to play football. Had big 13 points in this game.
City answers after the high fives. Number 15, Sean Brown of Southwestern. He pays for this. He gets over the defense, goes down hard. City by 2 at the half.
Nice move by Sean Brown of Southwestern, scored 10 points.
Yes. Baltimore County Stars playing well behind number 1, Lance Fuller. First, the jumper off the dribble.
Lance Fuller of Woodlawn, the Class 4A, led them to the Class 4A Final Four, led the County Stars with 18 points in this game.
And then Lance off the drive. Nice kick to number 21, Kerry Dugan of Hereford. County led by as many as 24 points. And an entertaining play here. Watch Jordan Brown, the fake. Eventually, Chris Gilliam loses it. And Jermaine Bolden of Douglas, Joy Brown's teammate in high school, to Camonte Griffin with the basket right there.
Yeah, Griffin named the city's MVP for this game. His Dunbar teammate Barry Jennifer added 17 points.
County answers Jordan Brown to Barry Cornish.
Barry Cornish led Lansdowne to the state semifinals, led the county with 16 points in this game.
But in the end, Camonte Griffin and Jermaine Bolden prove the difference. Bolden pulls up and hits the 3. He had 13, and the city wins a nail-biter. Nail-biter, I tell you. 108 to 107.
Yeah, third straight win in that series for the city. Quick look at the boys basketball top 5. But this is not the final top 5 because there's still 2 teams in action. Mount St. Joe and Spalding playing at the Alhambra tournament in Frostburg this weekend. Both lost in the first round Thursday. Friday, the consolation quarterfinals. Spalding won, St. Joe lost. Both teams played Saturday to close out their seasons. Check out BaltimoreSun.com or a copy of the Sun tomorrow and find out how they made out. Number 3, Dunbar won the 3A title. Douglas won the 3A title, the 1A title for Dunbar, 3A title for Douglas to finish it out. And Woodlawn, the state semifinalists, also there. Arundel carried the banner for Anne Arundel County girls basketball in this year's state tournament. The Wildcats were the only county girls team to make it to the state semifinals, and they went on to beat Woodlawn in the Class 4A title game. Wednesday, the rest of the County Stars were on display, helping make up the rosters for the Hart Foundation and the Capital Gazette teams in the County Girls All-Star Game at Broadneck.
Yeah, Broadneck's bassist Jim, also the site of the girls' game. Diane Casey, Broadneck's girls coach, in charge of the Capital South team. And that's Chuck Miller of Severn coaching the Hart Foundation North team. South in the blue, number 21, Frankie Waters of Annapolis.
Frankie Waters played for John Brady at Annapolis. He coaches both the girls and boys teams there.
Fourth quarter, North up 4. Great ball movement. Frankie Waters to Carly Hall to Mary Hammond of St. Mary's. It's 52-50 North. North in the dark with the lead here. Now, game tied at 55 late. Dominique Jennings plays for Dan Mangum at Glen Burnie. Taps it away. Brittany Owen back to Jennings.
Dominic Jennings, the All-County first-team performer, and she played like in this game, led the North with 23 points.
She's also a proud mother. You guys had a great story on that a couple weeks ago. South answers. Number 44, Lindsay Shepard of South River, coast to coast.
Lindsay Shepard, also a county first-teamer. Her South River teammate, Teresa Sparks, is named the North MVP for this game.
10 seconds left. Severn's Jess Adams right here. Nails both free throws. It's 60-57 North. Now the South will get the ball to Lindsay Shepard. This for the tie. If it goes, we got overtime. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Looked like Maryland's shot yesterday, huh? DJ Strawberry, the Hart Foundation North team wins 60-57. So the Hart Foundation, in honor of that classy gentleman who coached Andover High School for many years, wins a boys and girls sweep.
Okay, in this year's Girls State Basketball Tournament Region Finals, there were 2 matchups of teams from Baltimore City versus teams from Baltimore County. The city won both those battles as Western beat Milford Mill and the city beat Lansdowne. Friday at Woodlawn, it was the county's chance to look for some revenge.
Yeah, Dwayne Burrows coached the Baltimore County team. He just led Woodlawn to the state Class 4A final. George Patrides, Wardell Selby, and an army of coaches. There's Donches Graham over there. City in the blue, number 4, Renee Jones. What a game she had. Nice drive. Nice game.
Renee Jones from Walbrook, didn't hear much about that team this season, but she was named the MVP of this game with 19 points.
County led by a pair of Woodlawn seniors, Rhonda Shelley and number 3, Tierra Wild. He hits the 3 right there.
Yeah, Rhonda Shelley, you've heard that name plenty on this show. He was named the county's MVP for this game with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals.
City answers here, number 23, Danielle Lewis of Carver.
Danielle Lewis, hey, it's my school.
Hey.
He scored 6 for the city. Eric Turnbull of Poly added 17 points and 6 rebounds.
The county answers, number 12, Ashley Bowers of Overley. This is a tough shot off the move.
Nice ball handling there, too.
The county girls down 20, cut the lead to 11, but the city girls answered every run. Big play right here. They kick it out to Beth Sloat. The senior from Western High hits the 3, and City wins the girls' all-star game 79-61. So for a sweep for the city and a sweep for the North and Anne Arundel County.
We're going to look now at the final girls top 5 of the girls basketball top 20. No teams in action last week. You see the state Class 4A champ Arundel finishes atop the poll with IAM A Conference champ St. Francis finishing number 2. IAMA runner-up Roland Park at number 3, and State 4A runner-up Woodlawn, and state semifinalist Western rounding out the top 5 of the final girls' top 5 of the top 20 basketball poll. Still much more to come here on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Up next, we're going to meet our athletes of the week, so stick around.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Get the feeling, Toyota.
Now's the time to get great Toyota values.
Hey! What I like about you!
Now's the time for great deals on Corolla. It's the biggest, best-equipped Corolla ever. Gets great gas mileage, and now it's America's top-selling compact car. Get a great deal on Matrix or take home a luxurious Avalon. Don't miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection, and values. Hey, what's not to like?
Hey!
There's a hospital in Maryland where in 1920, doctors first showed the world surgery could be performed on the heart. A hospital whose pioneering excellence continues today, with doctors developing advanced videoscopic procedures to reduce pain and recovery time. Who's leading these medical advancements? University of Maryland Medicine.
Over 8 million drivers feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
If you want to get the most out of life, you need a good sun-filled weekend. When you call for convenient weekend home delivery of the sun, your weekend starts on Thursday, so you can plan ahead with our live entertainment section. Then all weekend long, you won't miss a thing. Spend time with home and family. Fly high with the Ravens. Shop till you drop. Make a great career move. Or just a move. So call today and start enjoying sun-filled weekends with the Baltimore Sun at a great price, delivered right to your door.
Now it's time to meet this week's Athletes of the Week. This week's female athlete of the week is Anna Baker of Arundel. Last week, Anna ran an offense that tied the record for most points in a state tournament game. That offense led the Wildcats to victory over Woodlawn for the Class 4A state final. Anna also contributed 15 points, 9 assists, and 4 steals to that victory. This week's male athlete of the week is Troy Smith of Douglas. Last week, Troy led his team to the Class 3A championship over Gwynn Park. Not only did he score the winning basket with seconds left in double overtime, but he had a double-double and was 12 of 14 from the free throw line. Congratulations to Anna and Troy, and welcome to Replay.
Hey.
All right, great. We got both juniors and both state champions, so you got a lot in common here. Anna, let's start with you, and let's go back and talk about the Woodlawn game. 15 points, 9 assists, 4 steals. You guys beat Woodlawn 87-64. They were ranked. You were ranked number 1 at the time. I think they were like number 3. Nobody expected that game to be a rout in the manner that it was. Talk to us a little bit about the game and your play in that game and how you played so well.
Well, in the beginning, we came out strong. We went on a 29-8 run on the first quarter. We just came play a lot of defense, and our offense was there. We was 11 for 14 from the field.
Yeah, 11 for 14 from the field against a very quick Woodlawn team, a team that had pretty much run away. And we're taking a look at some highlights from that game now. But Woodlawn had pretty much run away from every team they played in Baltimore County this season, and even in the state playoffs to some degree. What did you guys do as a team to slow them down?
Well, we just wanted to keep running and play hard defense on them and get a lot of our offense from their turnovers. So we got a lot of offense from there.
Okay, let's talk about the Arundel team this season. Last season, you guys lost in the state semifinals to Churchill. You returned 7 players from that team, including 2 starters, yourself and Alex McGuire. At what point during this season did you guys realize, hey, we're good enough to win a state championship?
We came out first practice saying that. We had 4 goals. We wanted to win in season, counties, regions, and states, and we made all 4 of those goals.
I talked about Alex McGuire a minute ago. She earlier was on our show earlier this year as an athlete of the week. In fact, she was on the same week that she set the record to become the new Arundel all-time leading scorer. How's it been playing with her the last couple of seasons? It's
been great. I've played with her since we were in Little League. Playing with her in high school is just the same. We know how each other plays. I give her a lot of assists. and she got a lot of points.
Okay. Anna, now you're on to spring sports. You're going to be running track. Unfortunately, you couldn't do it, during the indoor season because you're playing basketball. You've been on a couple of teams relay teams that have won region and county championships. How does your track performance help your basketball?
Track, I run mid-distance, and it gives me a lot of endurance during the basketball games. I play a lot, and it just gives me a lot of energy.
Yeah, because as a point guard, you're really getting up and down the court quite a bit, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and on to you, Troy, and let's talk about Douglas and their state title. You totaled 45 points in the semifinals and the state final. 30 of those points in the championship game against Gwynn Park, including a free throw with 3.8 seconds left at the end of a three-point play to win the game. Talk to us about that free throw and what was going through your head when it's like, hey, the state championship is on the line. It's like you're a kid, you're in the backyard, you imagine, I'm going to win the state championship with one free throw, and you really got to experience that. What was it like for you?
I just was thinking, get the ball, hurry up and get to the free throw line, take the shot. Because if you study a basket, study a shot, you're going to miss. So I was trying to get there and take a shot, and hopefully, I made it.
Okay. Same question I asked Anna about the Douglas team. Let's talk about your team. You guys, 2002, Douglas won a state championship. You reloaded a little bit in 2003. You're back in 2004, won another state championship. At what point during this season did this Douglas team say, you know what, we've got enough to win a state championship here?
We started saying when we first started practice that we wanted to win. But I think that it came to us when we played Maryville, the first playoff game, when we decided that all we needed was 5 games. All the games before that didn't count. And we had to go 5-0. And we took it one game at a time.
And in that Maryville game, you had 37 points, and as we mentioned earlier, 30 points in the championship game at Gwynn Park. We're watching some highlights right now of you guys from this season. Troy, 37 points against Maryville, 30 points against Gwynn Park in a championship game. Seems like in the postseason that you just really, you really just started to step up as an offensive force with that team. Do you feel like you really needed to score to carry that team to a championship?
I mean, I knew I needed to put up some baskets so I can be a threat on the floor. And as long as I rebounded and played defense, we can win games, because I knew I was going to get my points because I get rebounds and put it back. So I knew I was going to get my points, but I had to do everything else to help us win games. Okay.
In 2002, you were able to watch your brother when they won, when your brother Tyler, who's now at DePaul, when they won a state championship, when that Douglas team won a state championship. You were there to see it, and you witnessed it. Tell us what you took from the experience of watching him do it and now, applying it to what you did this season.
It was like I seen him receive a lot of attention from a lot of coaches, scouts, and stuff like that, and I wanted that same attention, so I had to work hard, and the championship gets you attention, so that's what I did. I set on forth winning the championship.
You're a junior, you're back next season. This Douglas team, you think you have the potential to repeat as state champs?
I think so, as long as we work hard, and the people that we lost, we can fill them for them, and they work just as hard. We probably can go 28-0.
And Ann, I'll ask you the same question. I believe Alex is a junior also, right?
Yes, sir.
So Alex is back, you're back. You guys have got the nucleus, to put together a pretty good team for next season. Another state championship? You want to make a prediction here and now?
Yes, sir. I think we're going to win. We have everybody coming back.
All right, great. Anna, Troy, thank you both for being here on Replay. I really appreciate it. Congratulations to you both on winning your state championships. Look forward to keeping up with you next season. Stay with us. We'll be right back with highlights from the winter hoop season.
Now's the time to get great Toyota values.
What I like about you.
There's great deals on Toyota's full line of SUVs, like RAV4, the most gas-efficient SUV in its class. There's award-winning Highlanders and Go-Anywhere 4Runners, both with available third-row seating, or get an 8-passenger Sequoia. Don't miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection, and values. Hey, what's not to like?
Hey!
People from all over America come to a hospital in Maryland to leave dialysis behind. A hospital where caring surgeons and nurses have led the world's most successful live donor kidney transplant program to a remarkable success rate. A hospital where videoscopic surgery allows loved ones and friends to donate easily and walk out in just a day or two. Who's leading the way to this new medical tomorrow? University of Maryland Medicine.
Now's the time to get great Toyota values.
Hey! What I like about you.
Values like Toyota Camry. It's America's #1 new car choice. Every one is loaded with standard features, gets great gas mileage, and now there's great deals on thousands of Camrys. Check out the all-new Solara, too. Don't miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection, and values. Hey, what's not to like?
Tired of waiting in line? Then start banking online with Baltimore County Savings Bank. Visit baltcosavings.com, click the online banking link, and start paying bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more, all from the convenience of your home, 24 hours a day. No checks to write, stamps to buy, or lines to wait in. So stop banking in line and start banking online when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
In this week's For the Record, we honor the Poets of Dunbar. Dunbar's Class 1A Boys Basketball Championship this year is the Poets' 9th state title in the sport. That puts Dunbar in a tie for second most in state history with Montgomery Blair. Congratulations to Dunbar boys basketball. The school with the most state basketball titles is Gwynn Park of Prince George's County. Gwynn Park won 10 championships, the last one coming in 1988, but they didn't win one this year because Douglas knocked them off.
Exactly right.
That's right. Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, we want to take you back a week ago, Wednesday. 94 of the area's premier student athletes were honored at the 41st Scholar Athlete Banquet.
Hey, yours truly honored to be a part of this event. A crowd of over 1,200, making it the largest in the country. The East winner, David Galbraith of North Hartford High School, a two-way standout first-team all-county defensive tackle. David ranks number 32 in his senior class. He's a National Honor Society member. Earl Chapman Jr. of Dunbar was the central winner, a team captain. He ranks 8th in his class of 194, also a member of the Dunbar basketball team.
Okay, yeah, and Josh Rudder of Francis Scott Key was named the West Region winner. Josh played linebacker and fullback and was named Carroll County's Defensive Player of the Year. He's a top 10% student and a member of the National Honor Society student. Timothy Fair of Broadneck is the South Region winner. Tim is ranked 7th in the senior class of 444 students. He's a first-team all-county performer and a distinguished scholar, Matt winner.
And the North Region winner, grand prize winner, Andrew Behrens of St. Paul's, ranked number 1 in his senior class, first-team All-B Conference linebacker. He's also a yearbook editor. Hats off to all 94 scholar athletes.
Yep, great. All right, it's March Madness from Mount St. Joe versus Spalding to South River versus Arundel. We've had an explosive season on the hardwood.
But before we kick off the spring season, here on Replay, we'd like to look back at some of the top plays from the hoop season.
Another three by Rudy Gay.
South River ties Stacy Hunt, 55 all. Hits the three. Chandrea Jones did it all. The drive and foul right here.
Rudy Gay with the two-handed slam.
Unconscious. Keeps his poise and scores.
When you're good, you get bounces like that.
Watch Will Thomas with the rebound. Number 21, Rudy Gay, slams home the rebound. Nice job, and I want to compliment all the photographers and editors that did a fabulous job putting together some of the best highlights I've ever seen at the high school level. Stay with us. We'll be back with more after this.
With today's low interest rates, there's never been a better time to come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. If you're buying or refinancing a home, no one makes it easier than the professionals at Baltimore County Savings Bank. We offer a variety of flexible mortgage plans designed for every need. Call today or log on to baltcosavings.com to check today's low rates. You'll get more from your home when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
If you want to get the most out of life, you need a good sun-filled weekend. When you call for convenient weekend home delivery of the Sun, your weekend starts on Thursday, so you can plan ahead with our live entertainment section. Then all weekend long, you won't miss a thing. Spend time with home and family. Fly high with the Ravens. Shop till you drop. Make a great career move. or just a move. So call today and start enjoying sun-filled weekends with the Baltimore Sun at a great price, delivered right to your door.
With round-the-clock service, you'll feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now's the time to get great Toyota values.
What I like about you.
You're gonna like the values on Toyota trucks. There's great deals now on full-size Tundras, including V8s and all-new double cabs. Maybe you'd like a great deal on any tough Tacoma, including extra cabs and double cabs. Don't miss Toyota's nationwide sales event with legendary quality, incredible selection, and values. Hey, what's not to like?
Tis the season for high school all-star games. One of the best will include big number 52 in white right here, Will Thomas of St. Joe. The Charm City Classic will be played on April 4th at the Towson Center.
Thomas led St. Joe to the Catholic League Championship. He'll play for a Baltimore area team against a group of U.S. standouts that will include Mike Gist, a 6'7" senior from Good Counsel, who is headed to the University of Maryland. It will also include Greg Manning, the son of Greg Manning Jr., the son of former Maryland guard Greg Manning. Okay, we may be headed for the outdoors and for spring in the outdoors, but we ask you to join us next week for a special winter feature.
Yeah, he's a positive influence to his players and students, and his story will inspire you. Tune in next week to meet this very special coach. Give you a hint. He's from Haverty, Chris.
All right. All right. For game schedules, athlete of the week profiles, and anything else you want to know about high school sports, just check out the Sun's new website, BaltimoreSun.com.
Yeah, and if you have a sports question on your mind, all you have to do is email us at replay@BaltimoreSun.com, and we will answer any of your questions. And Sam, ending the winter, beginning the spring.
Right.
You guys had a great preview earlier this week. And
we talked about BaltimoreSun.com. One of the things you can find on BaltimoreSun.com, Friday, the spring preview came out. We got spring previews for every sport. You're looking at the really nice cover there. We've got
Kevin Huntley of Calvert Hall.
That's right.
A first-team All-State pre-season picked by the Maryland coaches. And then you have Stevie Clevenger on the left right there. He's an all-Metro shortstop at the Mount St. Joe. He's already signed to college, so you'll see some of the best of the best already in your preseason preview.
Good stories, top 15 polls for boys lacrosse, girls lacrosse, baseball, softball, boys and girls track and field, and some tennis. Okay, that's it for this week's edition of the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. Thanks for joining us. From my partner Keith Mills, I'm Sam Davis. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week when we will kick off our coverage of spring sports. Have a great week of sports.
Yeah, before we say goodbye, I want to say one good thing. Thanks to everybody down at the Hart Foundation High School Basketball All-Star Game. Of course, Coach Dick Hart, coached for 30 years at Andover High School, was a mentor and a friend to a lot of boys and girls in that community, and we thank everyone down there. Have a great week. See you, everybody.
Welcome back. I'm here in this